Creativity is not a special gift for only a few people, like artists or musicians. It is a natural part of being human. Every single one of us has a deep well of creative potential waiting to be discovered. Think about when you were a child. You played with simple toys and created entire worlds. You told stories, drew pictures, and danced without fear. This is creativity in its purest form. It is the ability to imagine new things, to see the world in a fresh way, and to make connections between ideas that seem different. We are all born with this power. The journey is not about finding something you don't have, but about rediscovering the wonderful creative spark that is already inside you. Our brain is a magnificent machine, built for making new ideas. It is not just for remembering facts or solving math problems. It is designed to explore, to question, and to invent. Two parts of your brain are especially important for this creative work. The first is called the prefrontal cortex. You can think of it as the director of your mind. It sits at the front of your brain and helps you focus, make plans, and combine different ideas together. It is the part that says, what if we tried this? Or how can we connect these two things? It helps us organize our thoughts and turn a simple idea into a real project, allowing us to manage our creative energy. The second important part is the hippocampus. This area is like a great library inside your head. It stores all your memories, your experiences, and everything you have ever learned. When you want to be creative, your prefrontal cortex goes to this library to find inspiration. It pulls out an old memory, a fact you learned last week, or a feeling you once had. Then, it mixes these old pieces together in a new way to create something completely original. Your brain is constantly making these new connections. This is why your personal experiences are so valuable. They are the unique ingredients for your own special kind of creativity. So you see, your brain is already working to help you be creative. It is a natural process. The challenge is not to force it, but to allow it to happen. We must learn to trust our own minds. We need to give our brains the space and the freedom to play with ideas, just like we did when we were children. The world often tells us to think in straight lines and follow the rules. But our brains love to wander, to explore different paths, and to make surprising discoveries. Understanding this simple truth is the first step to unlocking the amazing creative power that you have always possessed. As we grow up, we build habits. We find ways of doing things that are easy and comfortable. We wake up at the same time, take the same road to work, and eat the same kinds of food. These routines are helpful because they save us time and energy. Our brain likes habits because it doesn't have to think so much. But these same habits can also build walls around our creativity. When we always do things in the same way, we stop seeing other possibilities. Our world becomes smaller, and our mind gets stuck in a loop, preventing us from discovering new and exciting ideas that are just outside our daily path. Our comfort zone is a place where we feel safe and secure. It is where everything is familiar. But nothing new ever grows in the comfort zone. Creativity lives in the unknown. It asks us to take a small step into a place we have not been before. This can feel a little scary, but it is also where the magic happens. Trying something new, even something small, can wake up your brain. You could listen to a different kind of music, try cooking a new recipe, or take a different street on your walk home. These small changes send a message to your brain. Let's explore. They open up new pathways for thinking and help you see the world with fresh eyes. Learning from our mistakes is one of the most important parts of the creative process. Many people are afraid to try new things because they are afraid to fail. They worry about what others will think. But every creative person, from a great scientist to a famous painter, has made many mistakes. Mistakes are not failures, they are lessons. They show us what does not work, which helps us find what does. When you try something and it goes wrong, you have learned something valuable. This new knowledge becomes another tool in your creative toolbox, helping you build something even better the next time you try. So, be brave and step out of your routine. Embrace new experiences with an open heart. See every challenge not as a problem, but as an opportunity to learn and grow. Your creativity needs new food to thrive, and that food is experience. The more you see, hear, and do, the more material your brain has to work with. Don't let the fear of making a mistake stop you from starting. Remember that every oops is a step forward on your creative journey. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be curious, to be adventurous, and to keep learning every single day. One of the most powerful tools for creativity is something called divergent thinking. This may sound like a big scientific word, but the idea is very simple. Divergent thinking is about generating many different ideas from a single starting point. It is like a firework exploding in the sky, sending sparks in every direction. Instead of looking for just one right answer, you look for as many answers as you can imagine. Imagine someone gives you a simple paperclip. Convergent thinking, which is what we often learn in school, asks, "What is this for?" The answer is holding papers. Divergent thinking asks, "What else could this be used for?" You can practice divergent thinking easily. A great way to start is with brainstorming. Get a piece of paper and a pen. Think of a simple object, like a brick. Now, write down every single use you can think of for that brick. Don't stop to judge your ideas, just write everything down. Maybe it can be a doorstop, a paperweight, a weapon, a piece of art, a small step, or a platform for a plant. The goal is not to find the best idea, but to generate a long list of possibilities. This exercise trains your brain to look beyond the obvious and to find hidden connections, stretching your creative muscles in a fun and playful way. Another wonderful tool is mind mapping. This is a visual way to brainstorm. You start with your main idea or problem in the center of the page. Then, you draw lines or branches out from the center for every new thought connected to it. From those branches, you can draw even smaller branches with more detailed ideas. A mind map helps you see how all your thoughts are connected. It uses colors, images, and keywords, which makes it much more engaging for your brain than a simple list. It allows your thoughts to flow freely, creating a beautiful picture of your creative exploration and helping you organize complex information in a simple, natural way. Divergent thinking is not about being right or wrong. It is about being open and curious. It is about giving yourself permission to be a little bit silly and to explore wild ideas. Most great inventions and beautiful works of art did not come from a straight line of thought. They came from someone who dared to ask what if, and then followed that question down many different paths. By practicing brainstorming and mind mapping, you are teaching your brain to be more flexible and imaginative. You are learning to open the door to a world of endless possibilities, where every idea is welcome and every thought can be a starting point for something new. Your imagination is your inner playground. It is a space inside your mind where you can create anything you want. You can build castles in the sky, travel to distant stars, or invent a new kind of animal. This power of imagination is not just for children or storytellers. It is essential for everyone. It is how we solve problems, plan for the future, and dream of a better world. When you imagine something, your brain doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is created in your mind. This is why daydreaming can be so powerful. It allows your mind to wander freely, making surprising connections without any pressure. Giving yourself time to daydream is a wonderful way to boost your creativity. We live in a busy world, always looking at our phones or rushing to the next task. Our brains rarely get a moment to rest and just find a few minutes each day to let your mind drift. Look out the window, listen to some music without lyrics, or just sit quietly. Let your thoughts go wherever they want. This is not wasted time. During these quiet moments, your brain is busy working in the background, sorting through ideas and connecting the dots. Often the best ideas come to us when we are not trying to think of them at all, but are simply in a relaxed state. Another way to nurture your imagination is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the simple practice of paying attention to the present moment. It means noticing the world around you without judgment. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Listen to the sound of the birds singing outside your window. Pay attention to the taste of your food. When we are mindful, we see the world in more detail. We notice the small, beautiful things that we usually ignore. This practice fills our mental library with rich new experiences and sensations, giving our imagination more interesting material to play with when it's time to create. Creativity is a skill, and like any skill, it grows stronger with practice. You can practice every day in small, simple ways. Try a creative hobby like drawing, writing, playing an instrument, or gardening. The goal is not to become a famous artist, but to enjoy the process of making something. Stay curious and be a lifelong learner. Read books on subjects you know nothing about. Watch documentaries, visit museums, or talk to people with different life experiences. Every new thing you learn adds another color to your creative palette. Remember, everyone can be creative. It is your birthright. All you have to do is open the door, feed your curiosity, and let your amazing imagination play.